If you look at the most top 10 leaders in the whole universe, wait a minute. The most important thing about being a leader, it's all about the emotional cost. People wants to lead. Everybody wants to be the leader because of the accolades, the respect, the success, and I guess the monetary that actually comes along with being a leader. But the emotionally cost of being a leader, it's something that people doesn't talk about, that people doesn't see. Wait a minute. Any leaders or any successful leaders that you know, when people I meet people that I really admire so much, I don't ask them things about like how do you do it. I don't know because I feel like that is a wrong questions to actually ask any leader. The right questions to ask any leader, celebrity, people you admire, people you want to learn from. It's not about to give you the shit code how to make money, which I think a lot of people are quite interested in. But what is the cost of being a leader? There is always a price being paid for every milestone and every accomplishment in life. So, but people actually definitely just ignore that part. And that is why you see one of your friend that said, I don't want to work for anybody, but I want to do my thing and work for myself. And after some time, they couldn't continue because there is always price to pay. So I think behind every successful leader that you see on the field, the coach, mentors that you see, that seems like their life is going very, makes a lot of sense. There are sleepless nights, and there were times they were alone, they cry, that they feel like giving up. But there is always a reason why every single day they wake up in the morning and decided never to give up. So everything comes around to what is the price that you need to pay for you to get to the next level you are attaining of achieving. So wait a minute. What about maybe you've been struggling aggressively in your life and you were like you're struggling to get out from that zone, from that level for many months, for many years, and it keeps looking like you just keep repeating and repeating the same cycle. Most case scenario is not about the business. It's not about what you're trying to accomplish. It's all about maybe you are avoiding to pay the price to go to the next level. Have you ever seen anyone who got promoted without taking exams, who got promoted without performing any tasks? You see, the result you are looking for isn't the work you are avoiding. Let me repeat that. The results, the success, the money, the glory, the great life, the freedom, the financial freedom you are looking for, it's actually in the what? In the work you are avoiding. So I want to pin it down to more things in attending to this leadership of the price, the emotional cost to that cost you to be able to attain a different amount of level of success in actually. The first one is actually the pain is part of the plan. The pain, the agony, the suffering is actually with a plan. And I'm not trying to motivate you. If you need if I'm trying to motivate you, I would say, oh, don't give up. But the thing there is that whatsoever you go through, couple of years back, I was trying to accomplish one particular task goal that will have makes a very huge breakthrough in my life, and more importantly, also as well in my career. But the more I try, the more it becomes harder. The more I try, the more it becomes harder. And and after some couple of them, and what I have to do is I just have to give up on it and try to like maybe this is not gonna work. And I just have to follow another route and trying to see like, okay, if that's not working, I don't need to ponder much on it. I just have to just move on to the next one. But I think a couple of months after, I think 2 months after, all the hard work of what I did and in Glen start paving his own way. And the results start showing up, even though I've actually given up on it. And I asked a mentor of mine at that time, I said, oh, this and this is what I've been doing. And I left it. And after I left it alone, the focus on something else, I'm not seeing the result. And it tells me that, don't I know that the more the higher the pain, the more the higher the suffering, the better, the good, the comfortable the result is going to be. But if you give up so early on what you're trying to accomplish, you're not just settling your life for the less. No, that's not the point. The point there is that you're not just gonna get it. You won't just get it. So I want you to look at it from a perspective that when you're going through hardship, when you go through suffering, when you're going through things that you don't expect it. For example, you expect that if you get some amount of money, you get an office and you start your business, you hire a team and sales come in and the rest, and you do all those things. And sales don't come in and nothing happens. And you'll be like, what is wrong with this strategy? It's not about the strategy. It's all about you're going to get a different result. You will get different results from your own expecting reality. So what you got to get is totally different. So the pain is actually the plan to accomplish the goal of what you are trying to attain. So always remember that the pain is part of the plan for your new accomplishment. Without the pain, without the suffering, like I said, nobody is going to get promoted without what? Taking any exam. So it's important you have to do. The second point there is that the consistent, it's more louder than talent. Being a leader has nothing to do with whether you are good at something or whether you're not good at something. You're working, maybe you're currently working on 9 to 5 and you're hoping that one day you stand alone. And after your 9 to 5 work, you're still sleeping 8 hours in a day with the same thing that average individual sleeps. The difference between top 1% people in the whole universe is that everybody has the same 24 hours. But what makes it different is how they spend their own 24 hours. After your 9 to 5, you get home, 8 p.m., you prepare your meal, you eat or you went out, and you get back home and you sleep and you wake up and you're wondering that how is the prayer or fasting or whatever you're doing is not producing any result. They are producing result. If you don't stay consistent, you will never finish. Without consistency, there is no goal. There is nothing you can actually accomplish. And people think inspiration is something that keeps them going. No, inspiration is a wings. It blows to the north and it just blows around. And as it blows, you feel it. And when it blows off, you feel like you shouldn't just wake up in the next morning and do what you want to do. So the more consistent you are, and funny thing is that your consistency is being tempted when you don't feel like doing it. Your consistency. If you know that you're supposed to do this, today I don't want to do it. You see that moment you don't feel like doing it. It's when your consistency is being tested. So you're consistent. Without consistency, you'll never finish. So how consistent you are, we defeat a talented person, somebody that is talented, somebody that has a lot of money, that has resources. Okay, so you're consistent. We beat and overshine a talented individual. Or better still, how consistent your brand, your organization is, we outshine brands that has more money than you do. So everything comes down to the price that you need to pay as being a leader to accomplish before you can start in the public side of the people. So you're consistent in what your price you need to pay to become a leader, it actually makes a turn around for you in your life. So if you have any questions, please drop your questions related to any questions about business, personal development, and what entrepreneurship. Drop the comment below. I'll be glad. So thank you guys for being around up to this moment. Love you guys.